Well, I must say, this stadium falls in the must-visit category for any football fan, should the chance come his or her way. Anfield is the venue. I'm Derek Ray, joined here in the commentary position, as always, by Lee Dixon. And it's all about action from the Premier League in this case. It is Liverpool up against Southampton.
Yeah, thanks, Derek. Great atmosphere here. The two sides, I'm sure, will set a quick tempo in this game. We get to watch for free. The players are chomping at the bit. I can't wait.
And number 10, Sadio Mane.
So the starting lineup for Liverpool. Alisson gets the nod in goal. Trent Alexander-Arnold starts with Andrew Robertson in the wide defensive areas. Mohamed Salah plays with Sadio Mane out wide. And rather than use a strike partnership, they've gone with just the one player in attack.
Good luck.
And here's how it looks for Southampton. This particular setup is becoming more and more in favour.
Yes, Derek, one central striker, two wingers who will provide the width, a very narrow three in midfield. The back four, the two full-backs will be expected to support, but also defend and help out the centre-backs.
A match that should be chock full of talking points. Liverpool get it going. Can he play it in? Fabinho. Jota. Can he find the net? Well, body in the way. Giving the ball to the opposition that time. Diogo Jota. Effective looking pass. And just slightly offside. Getting in there to intercept. Thiago. Wijnaldum. Tremendous block. And the ball's gone. There didn't seem to be too much in that offside decision. Walker-Peters. Che Adams. Now can they make something happen? And there to intervene. He's got the right idea with that pass. Wijnaldum. Here's Thiago. Must take the lead here. Able defending, but can they keep it out? Well, it was never going to worry the keeper.
Well, no wonder he's looking a little bit sheepishly at his teammates. Head in a hand sort of moment.
Well, let's see if something comes of this. Wijnaldum. Mane. The save was a good one. Oh, he's given it. Penalty. And an opportunity now for them to jump in front. And in the event, just a talking to, but could easily have seen yellow. And he's missed it from the spot. Good heavens.
Well, we've all been there. I don't know if you have, Derek, but I have. And he's missed, and it's a terrible, terrible chance to let go.
There's a good reason why I haven't been there, Lee. No surprise that the focus should be on Sadio Mane. What kind of performance can we expect from him in this game, Lee?
Well, I love watching him. He's got quick feet, quick mind. He wants you to come close to you so he can get past you. So is...
Might jump in front. And how about that for a save?
Well, Derek, listen to that noise. The crowd can sense something. Can the players use that to their advantage? They really, really need to put this pressure on.
And the short option preferred. He cuts it back. An alert piece of defending. They've regained possession. And a throw-in it's going to be. Salah. Jota. Opportunity to deliver the cross. Jota. And Mane in the thick of things. Just too close to the goalkeeper in the end, wasn't it?
Yeah, poor technique really, and the goalkeeper's not troubled.
Well, a decent position for Liverpool to be in. Well, the attack will peter out. Keeper's ball. Good work from Liverpool to make sure possession changed hands. Mane. Fabinho. Wijnaldum. Well, that's not watertight defending. It was a menacing attack, but tidied up. Well, that's a splendid piece of challenging. And there to intervene. Wijnaldum. Here's Salah. Must score! And foiled by the post. The high press was very much on. Jota. Untidy on the ball.
Well, it was so close there, Derek, to taking the lead. Just can't believe that the woodwork has saved the goalkeeper on that occasion.
Can they take the lead here? Will he? Oh, a finish of real class! No wonder he's celebrating. Take a bow.
Well, Derek, the chip was always on. Keeper caught in no man's land, but it's still a difficult skill, and it's a lovely finish.
A chance to revisit the goal.
Well, the manager's showing signs of frustration. They need to improve if they're going to get something out of this game, Derek.
Underway again, and Southampton with the advantage here. Thiago. Fabinho. This is Salah. Here is Thiago. It's with Fabinho. Patient enough build-up. Can they carve out a chance? It was a fine-looking attack, but now they've given the ball away. So a throw-in here. Redmond. Options in the centre. Chances on. Well read to ease the pressure. Jorginho Wijnaldum. A good effective pressure high up the pitch. Thiago. It's a weighted pass. And the alarm bells are ringing. Surely. In it goes! To square the game! What a contest this is turning out to be!
Well, as we see again here, the damage is started with a beauty of a through ball, but you do have to ask questions about the keeper. Could he have done better here? I think so. You can't keep getting beat at the near post like that. Well, a penny for his thoughts right now, Derek. Plan B, I think, is needed.
Well, the earlier goal cancelled out. One apiece.
Number 11, Mohamed Salah.
Well, showing good defensive judgment. And they'll get ready for the throw-in. Walker-Peters. Might be able to set up the chance. Mane. Wijnaldum. Oh, great defending. Ward-Prowse. There to win it back. Diogo Jota. Wijnaldum now. Salah. Well, it looked highly promising, but they got nothing out of it. Alexander-Arnold. Mane. Well, that's a splendid piece of challenging. It might be perfectly set up for the counter-attack, you know. Well, it looked highly promising, but it came to nothing in the end. Bednarek. And they have possession again. Let's get the latest on the injury situation from our pitchside man, Jeff Shreeves.
He landed really heavily on his shoulder there. You can see the discomfort he's in. But he's a tough guy. I think he'll carry on.
Cheers, Jeff. Throw-ins given. Crossing opportunity. Andrew Robertson. It's with Fabinho. Superb defensive judgment to end the attack. Counter-attacking very much an option. Redmond. This is looking threatening. Crucial intervention just then amid impending danger. Alexander-Arnold. Salah. Fabinho. Wijnaldum now. Stuart Armstrong. Jack Stevens on the ball. Redmond. The inside route looks promising. Takes the shot. Well, it wasn't a simple save to make. Will this corner bear fruit for them?
Well, everybody's disappointed, none more so than the manager. Just look at him.
So the corner played into the box. Well, a bit short with the clearance. There's not a great margin for error when it comes to hitting it on the volley, Lee.
No, it's a really difficult technique, but it's worth a go. He had a go and he failed, but he'll get another chance.
Ben Davis. Here is Thiago. Thiago making his way forward. Well, this could pose problems for the defenders. And a goal here! There it is! They've done it!
Well, we'll see it again here. If your ball wants against the 1-2, this is what happens. And then through on goal, you never really had any doubt he was going to slot that away. Good finish.
Questions asked of Southampton. Now it's all about their answers. Salah. Here is Thiago. Oh, nice ball. And a strong tackle. Redmond. And that pass could be troublesome. All the way through to the keeper then. Well, he'd be disappointed if he didn't take that one cleanly. So a throw in here. Walcott. And he read it well defensively. Well, they've jumped in front, Lee. That's the most important thing. Your assessment so far?
Well, it's all going well for Liverpool. It's tight. Control of the ball is key when a game's like this. They have the players to do it, though. But they'll be the happier of the two teams at half-time.
Chance to run at them. It might appeal to Wijnaldum. That's very decisive goalkeeping. And the press is on, and it's gone out of play. Goal kick coming up. Fabinho. And this is Diogo Jota now. Thiago. Now Mo Salah. Alexander-Arnold. Thiago. Pass after pass, keeping their opponents moving. Che Adams. Did well to win the ball back. Intercepting it intelligently. And that's going to be the goalkeeper's ball. Thiago. Fabinho now. Mane. Can they find a gap in the defence? Read it well. Oh, he's given it away. And the referee has decided to add on a minimum of 5 minutes. A chance for him to get in behind, maybe. Pivotal moment defensively. Disappointing pass. Setting off perhaps a little bit too much here. And Thiago. Well, it smacks into the gloves of the goalkeeper. Che Adams. Well, real difficulty keeping the ball. Diogo Jota. Able to deal with the threat. Fabinho. Clears it away. Will he play it in? Andrew Robertson. Mane. Fabinho. This is Thiago. Chance to finish. I don't think the goalkeeper will be complaining about poor finishing like that, Lee.
No, it's not about the goalkeeper, it's about that poor effort. That really is awful.
And it's a quality pass. And they need to get tighter here. Big chance! No more time left. First half is over here at Anfield. Well, Diogo Jota caught the eye in that first half. And Lee, I wonder what you made of his contribution. A match that should be... The teams are ready to have a go at each other again as the second half commences. Really getting stuck in. And the counter-attack is on. Options available. Roberto Firmino. Keeping the ball moving. Armstrong. And Nathan Redmond with it. Ward-Prowse. Oh, nice ball. Fine cross into the middle. And finishing there with more of a whimper than a bang.
Derek, that reminded me of you, finishing like that. It's just terrible.
I wouldn't have done that well. Well, they did have the ball, but not anymore. He's in here. Wijnaldum. Take it away. Roberto Firmino. Now Mo Salah. And taken away from Salah. Theo Walcott. Well, it looked highly promising, but they got nothing out of it. Mane. It's with Roberto Firmino. There to take it away. Oh, lovely incisive pass. Well, he saw the whites of the keeper's eyes and the whites of his outstretched gloves. Great goalkeeping.
Well, he's denied a certain goal there. Great reflexes from the keeper.
Substitution.
And they're making a change.
Number 6, Thiago. To be replaced by number 15, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain.
And over comes the corner. Every goalkeeper would expect to catch that one. Losing possession a bit easily. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Salah. He might be able to carve something out. Redmond. Che Adams racing forward, trying to catch them out. Crossing opportunity. Insufficient guile on the crossing front, you've got to say. Under pressure, doesn't seem to be bothering him. I must say, this looks promising. Stuart Armstrong doing well to keep possession. Nicely cut out. Alexander-Arnold. Oxlade-Chamberlain. And that was a very fine read. It looked as though he almost forced the shot that time.
Well, it's okay shooting from there, but you have to test the keeper.
Liverpool have the ball once more. Jack Stevens. And winning it back. And that puts them in position. Well, they're going to be very cross with themselves because that was a wasted opportunity. Liverpool throw in here. They've decided that now is the time to go to the bench. And we're inside the final 30 minutes. Roberto Firmino. Wijnaldum. This might be ideal for the counter. Well, so many possibilities, but it didn't happen for them. Jorginho Wijnaldum. Andrew Robertson. Setting off perhaps a little bit too much here. Well, he's thwarted him almost effortlessly. And possession given away. Wijnaldum. Well read to ease the pressure. And Liverpool come away with it. Well, it didn't happen for them in attack. Definitely look as though they want to make this move count. And that will be the keeper's ball. Andrew Robertson. Mane. Roberto Firmino. Wijnaldum. Wijnaldum. Fabinho. And now Oxlade-Chamberlain. And using his strength to shield the ball. The high press was very much on. Fabinho. It's with Roberto Firmino. And Mohamed Salah now. Breaking at pace. Redmond. Possession lost, intercepted. Salah. Alexander-Arnold. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Here's Firmino. Fabinho now. It comes to nothing in the end. Diallo. Shielding the ball superbly. And he did well to cut it out. Excellent ball over the top. He's foiled them on his own. Well, it's come down to the final 20 minutes here. And the Liverpool throw-in forthcoming. Well, they've decided to make a change. Oxlade-Chamberlain. An alert intervention. Doing well to keep possession. Fabinho. Well, that's a well-timed pass. And Salah! Wonderful block. Keeper getting the touch. Well, a time for composure on the ball. Deserves credit for winning the ball back. Read it well. Fabinho. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Djenepo. Salah. Che Adams. It looks promising. And given away. Couldn't keep the ball. Jones. Mane. Robertson. Not all that hard to deal with crosses like that. Well, far from the ideal pass. Has the strength to hang on to it. Djenepo. Fruitful looking attack. Che Adams. Well, let's get more details on the injury situation from our pitchside reporter, Jeff Shreves.
He landed really awkwardly on his shoulder there and is in some discomfort. But he's a tough cookie. I think he'll stay out there.
Cheers, Jeff. And in the second half, the signs are positive. They can't relax, Lee, but they ought to be pleased.
With a narrow lead and the clock ticking away, it's easy for the Liverpool players to lose concentration. Asking the referee how long to go, looking over at the bench, staying focused is a skill.
Jones. Fabinho. There to take it away. Under pressure. Doesn't seem to be bothering him. Really nice ball. Lack of guile with regard to that cross. Goalkeeper's ball. And there to intervene. Phillips. Fabinho.
Well, just listen to the atmosphere in here. It's been such a tight game. Can Liverpool see this out? The fans are certainly doing their bit, Derek.
Oh, he's through here. Surely. Roberto Firmino has done it.
Well, here's the replay, and it's a decent move to evade the defender, and he composes himself, coolly slides it past a lonely keeper, who will be asking questions about where his back four went to. Well, all the day's frustrations are there for all to see. The coach needs to try and turn this around, and quickly.
No shortage of goals in this match. 3-1.
For Liverpool, number 9, Roberto Firmino.
Djenepo. Liverpool have it once again. Jones. Overcooked that one. Andrew Robertson. Pass after pass, happy to just keep possession and frustrate their opponents. Fabinho. It's with Roberto Firmino. Doughty defending to win the ball back. Not the pass he had in mind. And Liverpool might be able to cash in. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Very quick thinking there. This might be the perfect counter-attacking opportunity. In behind for him to chase. In goes the cross, but absolutely no support there. The outcome is a goal kick here. He's very adept at protecting the ball. Jack Stevens. The ball with James Ward-Prowse. And scope for them to produce something exciting. A really effective shielding under pressure. Redmond. Ward-Prowse. Spot on with that tackle. Well, he's given us away. Jones. And the referee has deemed that an additional 4 minutes are in order. Andrew Robertson. Fabinho. Firmino. That's how to rob them of possession. Andrew Robertson. Ben Davis. Disappointing pass. That's a good-looking ball. Well, possession ceded. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Fabinho now. Kyle Walker-Peters has it. Encouraging move from Liverpool. And that is all for this game anyway. It goes into the books as a victory for Liverpool. And their supporters will be well pleased, Lee.
Well, you have to say they did deserve the win. The 2-goal margin might flatter them a little, but that won't bother them. It's 3 points in the bag.
Roberto Firmino makes his presence felt in so many different ways. Lee, what did you see from the Brazilian in this match?
Well, he played well, scored a goal. What a good performance from him.